In the manosphere, men are really good at describing what we don't like about a woman, but we never break it down into too many details. We're just good at pointing out all the bad women and what's wrong with all the bad women because there's not that many good women. Well, today we're going to be breaking down 7 ways women need to change their attitude that men don't like. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the Anthony Spade channel.
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before I get started, I want you to watch the entire video. If you like the video, press the like button, press the subscribe button, and the notifications button at the end. All right, today we're going to be talking about 7 ways women need to change their attitude so men can feel like they're more married material. We have a lot of men out there that don't think women are married material. And you have a lot of guys out there that look at guys that think like that and they think that that's holding a man back. It's blocking them from finding the woman that they want because they are allowing a bad woman to discourage them. It isn't like that. It's the mindset of reality is changing. The mindset of man is changing and the mindset of women is changing. What you've been taught is just stuck in your head. Today we're going to break down those little details. All right, first, women need to be less masculine. There's too many women that want to deepen up their voice, bark like a man. Then when things get hard, they want to slide back out and play victim. See, it's okay for a woman to act masculine because men are already programmed not to be masculine towards a woman. So it allows her to feel empowered. But if a man tries to be masculine back to a woman, then that's considered toxic masculinity. So in today's world, a woman actually has the okay to be masculine. But if a man displays the same traits, then he's looked at as being toxic masculine. And this needs to change because men are naturally masculine and women are naturally feminine, but society has us brainwashed to think the complete opposite. Next, women need to change the way they sexualize themselves. Ever since this woman empowerment became, the value of a woman got less. You know what I'm saying? Women went from being looked at as this naive, sensitive creature to a demon, devilish, sexualized woman that's pretty much addicted to attention. And this is not occurring in a small amount of women. It's actually occurring in a large amount of women. Matter of fact, you have a lot of good girls nowadays that are psychologically and physically portraying the role of a prostitute just to get attention, even if they're not really out here sleeping around. You have good girls, right, that are putting on bikinis, taking a picture of themselves, and then they're putting a motivational speech next to it. Like, live your best life, and life is so good when you just love everybody around you. But they're in a bikini sitting on the beach. No, women are trying to use their sexuality to get attention, right? But they still want to be respected like Mother Teresa. It doesn't work that way. That's where the psychologicals are messed up at with a woman. You can't portray the image of a whore, but want to be treated like a righteous woman. Next, less moody. Men are really getting sick of the mood swings, and the reason why men are getting sick of the mood swings, because most men are sensitive now just like a woman. A lot of you guys out here, you're moody just like a woman because of the way society is changing. It's inside the meat, it's inside the food, it's inside these vaccines. Everything that we're doing in today's life has softened up a man. So a lot of men nowadays are just as moody as a woman. But when it comes to a woman, if she could be less moody, then it'll be easier for men to deal with her mood swings. But being that you have so many men that are moody like women, they're both seeing the insecurities in each other. All right, it's gonna be given for a woman to actually be moody. But a lot of you guys out there, you have to be able to understand her moods. Once you become numb to her moods, then it's easier for you to handle the situation. That's what red pill's for. Red pill's here to teach you about her moods, why she's gonna have these mood swings, and why you should become numb and less emotional to it. Most guys that have been married for 30, 40 years, right, learn to ignore their wife and the marriage continues to go. He knows what to say, what not to say, what to do, what not to do. It's the same thing with red pill. The more red pill knowledge that you learn, the more you're able to handle her moods. But women will also be less moody if they didn't try to be so many different personalities. Women have to adjust their personality for what they're trying to accomplish for the day. For instance, you can take a ghetto woman right now, right? And go around her and her friends in the ghetto. They gonna be talking about girl this, bitch that, whatever, this, that. They gonna be talking like men. You take that same ghetto girl and you put her around a group of white girls, she's gonna change her voice to try to mimic the white girls and try to soften her pitch up so she fits in with the white girls. All right, this is what women are doing all the time. They're constantly molding themselves to their environment. That's what causes women to be moody when they don't know what environment to adjust to. Next, more submissive. A lot of you guys out there still believe in love and you still believe in being married and being in a full-blown relationship. But a lot of women out there don't believe that. So you don't have women that are being submissive in a relationship and allowing the man to lead, because a lot of these women are very independent first before they start getting in long-term relationships. Back in the day, women used to get in long-term relationships, get their heart broke, go through a divorce, and then become independent. But nowadays, it's the other way around. Women are way more independent before they actually start getting in relationships because they're less submissive. So being that you have women that are less submissive, you're gonna have less marriages because you're gonna always have a battle for power. If women could learn to be more submissive and actually stop portraying the role of masculinity and trying to be the man in a relationship, then things will work out better because she naturally feels like that. The image of being tough is just her outside image. Her inner image, when nobody's around, is that little sensitive, sweet woman. The louder she barks, the weaker her heart is. Next, less sleeping around, all right? The guys that like the slutty women, to be honest with you, are the guys that just don't get women. The guys that get a lot of women, right? You go through your phases where you're getting women, but then you grow out of that pump and dump phase because you have to get to the money. The more you get to the money, the less sex you're gonna have. That's just how the game go. The game don't go where you actually trying to think a rapper lives like that, where he wakes up in the morning with millions of dollars in the bed, getting his dick sucked, and then he go do a concert, smoke all his weed, and come home and do it again. It don't work like that. The images that people think is success on TV is not the reality. The more successful a man becomes, if he's not in the entertainment business, the less promiscuous he's going to be. Because in order for you to be successful in life, you pretty much have to dedicate your life to the job or to the dream that's actually bringing in your income. So you don't play that game of pumping and dumping. But when it comes to a woman, once she gets around to wisening up to like, all right, I don't want to sleep with all these guys no more. I just want to live a basic relationship. All right, that guy that went out and started his business, that's the guy she starts aiming for. But she never gets to that guy. And the reason why she never gets to that guy is because he's going to be taken by a woman who probably don't even know how to have sex. Most good girls don't know how to have sex because they haven't been broken in to do so. So when women come out of a whore phase and they're trying to go and grab the guy who's actually taking life serious, that guy doesn't want her because she's not realizing that he can look at her eyes and tell that she's aged and that she's like been with a lot of guys. If you look at a porno star, they all have this dark look to them that says, I'm trashy. No matter how good they try to look, no matter how perfect their skin is, no matter what their hair look like, no matter what they dress, their eyes always say, I'm trashy, low key. That's one thing that a woman can never do. A woman can never hide her trashiness because the smarter a man gets, the more he's able to read a promiscuous woman in the flesh. And that's why women need to stop sleeping around. It's because it's aging them faster. And then when you get to a real alpha male, he can smell the slut in her and he loses respect for her. Which is why women that are very promiscuous, when they get older around 30, 40, they're gonna always end up with a beta male weak who ain't got nobody. And she gonna run all over him while she get fat and sloppy. Remember, the fatter she gets as she gets older, the more men she slept with in her younger years. Okay, last but not least, women need to be more confident. See, a lot of these women are not confident at all. Women are trying to tell you their confidence, but confidence cannot be spoken. Confidence has to be in action. And I want a lot of you guys to understand that. You can never tell people how confident you are. Your actions can only tell people how confident you are. You can't say, oh man, I'm a guy, I don't care what nobody care about me. Look at my watch, look at my car, look at my tattoos, look at my body, look at this. Now you care. It's the same thing with a woman. She tries to tell you how confident she is, but she still has to dress up like a smut to get attention because she can't get it with her brain. And these are 7 things that if women change, they'll just get a little bit more respect from men, and they might find themselves being married material one day if they're able to change. This is Anthony Spade. Hit that subscribe button. Hasta la vista.